Yo, yo, yo. It's Marky Mark's turn. It's definitely a full moon energy. People are going crazy. I swear. People are fucking nuts. Really are. Unbelievable. Hmm. Ooh. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to tend to teenage boys going on a rampage. I swear. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people these days. I really don't. Back, I'm going to tell you something. Cherish every moment you have with your son at this age. So when he becomes a teenager, he's going to be a royal pain in the ass, like every teenage boy is. I was live like 20 something minutes ago, and all I hear is my sister and her son going at it, like literally going at it. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just left there and they were fine. So I'm over here and all I hear is, don't you talk to me like that. And I'm like, is this my neighbors or is this my sister and her son, my nephew? What the fuck is going on here? Then I started listening. Then I was like, look, you guys, I gotta come back. I'm coming right back because I gotta go separate these two because let me tell you something, my sister will be delivering shit out of them. You know? Hey Santina, how are you, sweetheart? And he has been like a royal pain in the ass. He's a Scorpio and he is a fucking he's acting just like his dad. And when we tell him that, it triggers him. It makes him even worse. Because he has like the apple don't fall far from the tree. And we just got rid of that bastard. And now we have his oldest son acting just like him, right? And he thinks he could say and do whatever he wants because he's like 6 foot tall, he's big, and he thinks none of us will ever, touch him or whatever, or he'll, do something back to us, right? And he went right, all because of a school book that my sister took and put away because he had it laying around. So then my sister found the book after I went over there and separated them. So now it's nice and quiet now. When those boys were little, none of this shit happened. As soon as they became teenagers, it's a fight every week. And it's always with that fucker. The youngest one, his a Virgo, is cool. But the oldest one, he is such a fucking pain in the ass, man. He is such an asshole. Don't get me wrong, I love him, but he can be a real asshole when he's ready. Just like his dad. And we don't show him that type of behavior. Yeah, everything's all right, Tristan. Sorry, man. I had to go and separate my sister and her oldest son because they were going at it over some dumb book that he couldn't find for school, and she moved it. Like she's at fault, but she'll never admit that she's at fault. She's one of those people that will never say, "Yes, it's my fault. I'm sorry." Never, 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 ever. And everybody in this house is a different sign. That's what makes it worse. So you see everybody's like, shit coming. That's why honestly, I'm so glad I honestly, I hate to say it, but I'm glad I don't have children sometimes. Because if they grew up like that, I'll be in jail. If my 16-year-old son talked to me like that, I'll knock his fucking teeth down his throat and he'll be in the hospital for a week. And the police can be like, why you beat the shit out of your son? Because he told me fuck off, or he told me blah, blah, blah. And I beat the fucking shit out of him. I'm his dad. I can do it. Oh, but that's not right, sir. I don't give a fuck. He's got to learn sometime. I'm telling you. If I talk like that to my parents when I was 16, I wouldn't even have what? I would have got beat down. They would have kicked me out of their house. And he's so dopey, he can't do nothing for himself. Like he's smart, but he has no like he doesn't have the ability to do anything. He's like a mama's boy. And I blame my sister because she has those boys like that. See. And ever since the divorce, it's made it hard for them. Yeah, they're different, but it's because they got too much. When you're a spoiled little brat, you get too much and you do too much. I had to go over there and calm the situation. If I didn't go over there, Lord knows what would have happened. That's why I'm here. I had to go over there and separate them. I got in between them. Because sometimes I'm scared what's gonna happen. And they're shouting way too loud. And then neighbors are listening to that shit. They must be like, I'm gonna call the fucking police. I said, look, I don't need no fucking police around here. I don't need nobody around here. Shut the fuck up. So I had to go over there and calm everything down. They're all right now. Yeah, I had to go over there. Exactly, yeah. What? My dad, he would have gave you an open hand, and my mama would have chased you around that fucking house with a wooden spoon and a slipper. She'll get you. And when you come outside, she'll be like, yeah, you little fucker, come here. I tell you already, don't talk to me like that. Don't whop me. While she's talking shit, she's slapping you at the same time. She ain't using her hand, she's using that wooden spoon. That wooden spoon made our food and cut our ass too. I used to hate that fucking wooden spoon. When I got old, I broke that bitch. I broke that spoon. She got so mad. Why? Then she got the slipper. Wow. And then I got punished. No friends, no outside, no nothing. Crying like a little bitch. Mama, please let me go. I'm sorry, Mama. Please. I want to go play with my friends. Nope. One more day so you can understand what life is. Come on. Please, Mom. When I got older, yeah. Yeah, I broke that bitch. I'm tired of getting beat with that damn spoon. Fuck that. One day I broke that thing. She wearing home. I say, yeah, fuck this spoon. I'm breaking it. She got another one, a bigger one. They almost did plenty of times. I don't know, man. I don't like fighting. I don't like arguing and all that shit, man. I can't handle that shit. Honestly, I don't like seeing my sister like that. She's been through a lot. And that fucker, ever since like it's been a whole year, like it's been what? Not I mean, it's been a year since the divorce has been going on. And some days, like it's never gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna be perfect. Life is not perfect. If you have kids, they're a pain in the ass. One day they're nice, one day they're moody, next day they do some bad shit, and you gotta cut their ass. But they do a lot of shouting over there, and I can't handle that, man. I hate that shouting shit. And I just left there. I just finished telling these guys on here, look, I just left there. They were watching a movie. I sat down, I went live. I looked at the clock, it said 10 minutes. And I said, fuck, I left there 10 minutes ago. And from 10 minutes, you guys just fucking erupted like a volcano. And I'm like, what the fuck? That can't be them. I just left. I'm like, wow, that escalated quick. And I said, look, shut the hell up or else I'm going to punch you in your fucking mouth. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. I say, yeah, you better keep walking. He says it, but he walks away and he starts crying. He's a big dude, he'll give me a run for my money, but I'll beat his ass. I ain't gonna beat him with my hands. I tell you already, I'm got a 2x4 with his name on it. You're big as a tree, and I'll chop you down like one too. You gonna be beating me up? No, you won't. I'll hit you with a fucking 2x4. I'll deal with the consequences after. That's the last thing I want to do. I'm not a violent person. I can't stand violence. But sometimes these kids, they gotta learn, man. They gotta get a beat down so they know who's boss, And that's the problem. Parents don't take the initiative to show their children, hey, look, you gotta inflict fear in your children. Not like, in a bad way, but you gotta let them know, like, who the fuck you think you're talking to? I don't know, man. That's why I tell people like that have young kids, man, cherish these moments. Cherish the moments with your young children, man, because once they get older, they're a fucking pain in the ass. They start talking back, call you names and shit. think they could beat you, and they would. They don't even care. They're so fucked up. They don't think before they act. That's the problem, man. That's why I'm kind of glad I don't have children, because if that was me, honest to God, I wouldn't be able to contain myself. I would not be able to contain myself. I'm telling you right now, it'll be a beatdown, and I'll tie their ass up in their room with some duct tape, and I'll leave them there for 24 hours. No food, no water, no nothing. And I'll come to them after a day, and they're gonna be crying. And I'm gonna tell them, "Are you ready now? You ready to be respectful? Because if you're not, you're gonna be right back into this situation again. And if you tell anybody I did it, I'm gonna put you there." You understand? That's the last place I want to go. That's why I try to contain myself. Some days I just want to go. I really do. I just leave them here by themselves and say, fuck it. But then I'm going to be the bad one because I left and it got worse. I got to protect my sister, you know. I make sure she's all right. But you know what? 2 more years is going to college, and I can't fucking wait. I can't wait. I'm counting the days that he goes to college. We're going to be months and months in freedom and peace. Hell yeah. When he went away for 10 days last year in October to go see colleges, we were in peace and quiet. The whole house was nice. She was like, "You're so wrong." I said, "Yeah, I'm being honest. Look how peaceful it is without him. He's such a pain in the ass, man. It's like when he's cool, like everything's cool. When he's bad, like his energy is so bad, it's unreal. But he's not a bad kid, like, you know, he's a good kid. He really means well, but his temper is like really bad, just like how his dad is and his mom. My sister goes off it. She does so much for everybody, and she gets very, you know, emotional when people disrespect her or talk back to her or say something to her because she feels like, and that's why I told her, I said, you got to stop doing shit for him. When he says, "Mom, can I have my friends over? Mom, can I have this?" and you give them to him, you keep giving them shit, they're going to say, "Yeah, I can be an asshole and they're just still going to give me shit." And I told her, I had this conversation with her the other day. I said, "You're at fault because you keep giving them shit. Stop giving them shit. You can't give, 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 give. If you want respect, you got to let them earn it." I said, "Why do you think they treat me different? Because they know what time it is. I ain't going to keep giving to them. Hell no. You disrespect me? Good luck." But hey, my heart goes out to all the parents out there who deals with their children. But if you have young children, cherish the moments every day. Don't let a day go by and not cherish the moment you're with your young children. Because when they get in those teenage years, they're gonna make you age more than you think. And I don't have kids, but I have my nephews, and they have definitely took a toll on me. They are definitely a pain in the ass, and they're not even mine. Hey, Juanita, I'm doing good. How are you? So yeah. Anyway, I'm glad I had to go over there and separate them. Now it's nice and quiet now. And you know what? Tomorrow they'll be laughing and giggling and jumping around and singing again. It's crazy. And my mom always says, and she's right, laugh now, cry later. When you laugh too much and you talk too much shit and you have a lot of fun, something bad happens right after. Because all this time they were in there laughing and carrying on and having fun. Next thing you know, fuck this, fuck that. I'm like, oh boy, I knew that was gonna happen. And my mom says it all the time. Try not to laugh and have too much fun because something bad's gonna happen right after. And I'm like, and the full moon is 2 days from now. So leading up to the full moon, a lot of bad shit happens every time. You on your way home driving, wanted to say hi. Ah, thanks. Drive safe. I'll be on here for a while. So I just got on here, but I had to get off and then come back on because my sister was arguing with her oldest son, and I had to go over there and separate them. My sister, she's been through enough, and I had to go and deal with my nephew because I'm the man of the house. So I had to go over there and put him in his place. Once I went over there, he calmed down a bit. He took off, actually. He went to his room because he knows what time it is. Hey, Jessica, how you doing? Tristan, are you still here, bro? I know you asked me something before I left, but I didn't even get to read it. But if you want to, you can go ahead and ask me whatever you wanted to ask me if you're here. Yeah, what were you saying, bro? Because I saw you ask me something and then I had to go. Yeah, having kids and having nephews and dealing with teenage boys is a big task. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to like sage and put some Palo Santo and some fucking sea salt over that damn house. Yeah, I agree, Juanita, but I'm not trying to make excuses for them, but they've been through hell this past year with the divorce and all that, and those boys don't deserve to be in the predicaments they're in, you know. But they take it out on, my sister is. I keep telling her she's got too many things going on at once. And then she forgets to do this, forgets to do that. Then the boys get mad at her, especially the oldest one. He goes off it. He's got like his father's side mentality. So we've taught him the right way, but he just don't care. See, he's in his own zone. And I told my sister, in order to get him back to reality, you got to take shit away from him. And they need to get a part-time job instead of staying home playing PlayStation on weekends and fucking going out to sports and shit. When I was 12 years old, I was packing groceries in stores, packing shelves. These fucking kids, they don't want to work. They don't want to do nothing. Mm-hmm. That's why I tell people, like, parents have a hard time nowadays with this generation because this generation is like they don't give a fuck. And if you slap the shit out of your kids, you're a bad person. Like, yeah, I dare. If I had a 16-year-old boy and he started talking shit to me, I'll beat the living shit out. The first day he talked back, whop, it would have been a ringer, and I would have knocked him the fuck out. And when he got up, he was like, "What happened? What happened? Don't you ever talk to me like that again. And if you do, you're gonna go sleep again and again and again until you learn." I would knock your ass up. That's the type of father I'll be. My father, you weren't talking to him like that. You're out of your damn mind. But see, he's big, see, so he thinks that no one's gonna touch him. And I keep telling my sister, when he starts running his mouth, just ignore him. Let him keep talking and talking, and he'll get tired. He'll get tired. That's what I do. When he starts saying shit to me, I'm like, yeah, I hear you. You finished? I was like, if you say one more word, you're gonna go to sleep with no teeth. And then you're gonna go to school and you're gonna look like you need dentures. You understand? That's what he does. Sucks his teeth, turns his back, and he takes off. That's exactly what happened. You want to go to school looking like some old person with no teeth? It can be arranged. Keep talking. Just keep talking. Those braces ain't gonna keep your teeth together after I'm finished with it. So I'm gonna make sure you look in the mirror and say, "Yeah, I'm never talking to my Uncle Mark like that ever again. He just took all my teeth up." You're gonna need dentures, so you're gonna always say, "Yeah, I'm never gonna talk to him like that again." And sometimes it'll make it worse. So it's bad, man. But anyway, yeah, Marley, I had to go over there and separate him and calm everything down. My nephew, he's a pain in the ass. But they never were like that. But they got worse when the divorce happened. So, because when their father was here, they weren't dare talk like that, No way. They wouldn't dare talk like that. He would step in and be like, "How you talking to? Go to your room." And that's it. It won't be everything's been out of control since he left. But so it happens. But anyway, everything's all right now. I don't hear no more arguing. They all went to their rooms. It's not every day it happens though, Once in a while it gets out of hand. All right, Tristan, you said, it was about earlier question. I was wondering why my man is trying not to offend me. You said you were saying something. I was wondering if I should just leave the company. Well, the thing is if that's why I asked you in the question, right? When I answered it, like you said that things aren't going too good with your manager, and that he gave you a low rating and so forth, right? And things are not good. So I think that he doesn't. I think that if you're doing anything wrong, if you're making any mistakes, right? This is the whole thing. If you're making a mistake at work, he's probably not going to go off on you because he doesn't want to offend you. But if you're not doing anything, then maybe it's something about you or your personality or something that you say or do, and he doesn't want to say anything to cause any problems. So that's why, maybe he's doing it that way to get to you instead of being confrontational. But only you know what that is because you work with him. So if you feel like you want to leave, because you've been saying this for a while, like you love your job, but you don't, you're not ready to put up with the bullshit. But that's up to you, man. If you feel like you want to get a new job, then go for it. But remember, I'm gonna tell you like I tell everybody for years. It doesn't matter what job you go to, there's always gonna be an asshole. There's always gonna be a bad person. There's always gonna be somebody jealous of you. There's always gonna be someone competing with you. There's always going to be a customer or a client that's going to piss you off. So you're damned if you do and damned if you don't, you know? Right, right. And I think it's just he might be against something that you do or something that you believe in or something that it's nothing to do with work. Like I don't think it is, you know. Yeah, I remember you told me that you were looking for a new team and you said that last time, so I thought you had already gone through with it. No, no people don't change. That's definitely a no way. But he might just be against something that you believe in, something that you like, something that you are. Like some people don't like people, just because they like a different team. They're finding people in my industry, so not many openings. Yeah. Well, if you're still, that's what I'm saying. I believe your job is secure. I just believe that, well, the thing is, I've told you before and I'll tell you again. If you love your job and you know you're doing your job to the best of your ability, and no one has a problem with you except for one person, are you going to allow that one person to ruin your life, your job, or are you going to stay there and he'll get over it, or he'll just you go your way, he goes his way? Or if you can't handle that one person and you feel like going to a new place you'll be happier, then that's the decision that you as a person have to make. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. So my suggestion and my advice to you is this: you have a job, right? So you work, you do what you have to do, like I told you earlier. Long as you put in your effort and long as you come to work and do your job, then you're fine. There's nothing that that person can do, or because he doesn't like you personally, or what you do, or how you are. That don't mean nothing. Long as you're doing your job, that's all that matters. They can't fire you for doing your job. You know. So in the meantime, what my advice to you is, if you feel deep down inside that you want to get a new job, then start to look for a new job today. Wake up tomorrow and say, you know what? It's time for me to put out my resume to this place, to that place, to this place. Let me see if I can find another job. If the job comes to you, then that's your sign right there. So if you apply for another job and you get it, then that's your sign to leave that job to go to the new one. If you apply for jobs and nothing's happening, that's how you stay there and just deal with it and see how it all pans out. Like I said, um, to you in the email, like it's gonna balance itself out. Sometimes one person can ruin everything, but that's only if you allow it. And working with people is a pain in the ass. That's why I work for myself and have been. Because I couldn't work with people either. Because people are people. People are a pain in the ass. There was many jobs that I left because I couldn't stand to be around people, negative people or weird people and shit. That's why I went on my own. So I won't have to deal. I just do what I want to do, and I ain't gonna worry about nobody else. So that's my suggestion. So it's really up to you, bro. Yeah. But I feel like, your job has been and is secure because you're doing what you're doing. If your manager's manager, if his manager, if your manager's manager is telling you, what the hell is this problem, then fuck him. As long as his boss likes you, then that's all that matters. But if you can go to another section or another way and get away from him, you might encounter someone worse, or you might encounter a whole better way. So the only way to find out is to try. You know. Jessica, you said, "Can I get a love card pulled?" I'll think about it. Yeah. And you said something here about you said you think of taking the boys on a trip like sailing, skiing, or something. My brother had problems. He really wanted to try something different. Yeah. Well, they're going on a volleyball trip at the end of February and March, and they're going separate, the boys. And when they go on trips, they have a lot of fun and nothing really bad happens. So, and my sister's going away on Saturday till Thursday. So I think it's perfect time. They all get a break from each other. And they're going to be with me. And they're not going to be talking to me like that. I don't have a problem with my younger nephew. It's the older one. He's the pain in the ass. He thinks he thinks he can do whatever he wants. So this next weekend will be very interesting. And one thing about me, when he acts up with me, I put him in his place. And then when he sees me again, he acts like nothing ever happened. It's the weirdest thing ever. Like he knows that I'm mad at him and I won't say one word to him. I'll just act like he's not even there. And then we'll be in the car together and he'll just think of something to talk about because he knows he's wrong. See, I make him feel like shit. And I make him know that, hey, I don't need you. You see what I'm saying? So like I have reverse psychology methods that work. I've been in this world longer than him. So I know how it is. And I have to also remember that, he's a teenage boy. When I was his age, I was a fucking pain in the ass too. When I see him, I see me sometimes. So that's God saying, remember when you gave your parents a hard time? Remember when you were a fucking pain in the ass at 16? Remember when you dropped out of school when you were 17? Remember when you got your motorbike at 16 and you were coming home whenever you wanted and drove your parents fucking crazy? It's karma for you, Marky. And the thing is, they idolize me, see? And they want to be tough like me. They want to be, you know, they want to feel like nobody can do anything to them because they see me and how I am. So sometimes you just gotta let him like get over it. And I know what they've been through this year, so I try not to like add fuel to the fire. But I can handle them. I've raised those boys. So it's not every day they have a tantrum like that. It's only when something bad happens. But 90% of the time they're good, you know? That's my dog in the background making all that damn noise. She's right here. She likes to snore and snort, and I think she's half pig, half dog. All right, Jessica, let me give you a love message. All right, this is your card, Jessica. It's the tree of life. I know you want some tree right now, but this says manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So I know you want to manifest some tree, you know? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's come. Keep manifesting it. If anybody else wants a message, let me know. I'll give you one. Oh boy. Sure, bro. You can have one. I need a damn vacation too. I just don't feel like going away, but I need one though. I need to get away from everybody. I really do. Yeah, I mean, I don't really worry about that stuff, Tristan. But yeah, I'm always the closer I get, then something happens where they take them away or whatever. I don't know how it goes, but you know, at least they're real people. I didn't buy no subscribers like most people do. Like I don't bribe people to subscribe or anything like that. I'm just glad I have 900 and something real people. So it's good. It's good to know. It's not like all of them coming here. They just subscribe, you know. All that stuff doesn't even phase me, to be honest, because it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. You're never going to have all of them in your room at once. It's never possible. Look, I have 900 and something, and there's an average of maybe, you know, close to 10 people that come in here a night. So where's the other 900 and something people? See what I'm saying? So like all that shit doesn't even like add up, to be honest. I mean, not like I want everybody in here at the same time. That would drive me nuts. But you know what I mean. If you look at a lot of YouTube channels, there's people on here that have like thousands and thousands of subscribers, and then they do a video and it's like 100 views and 30 likes. So where the hell is all those thousands and thousands of people? It just don't make no sense. So a lot of it's like bullshit, you know. But a lot of people don't like me saying that, but it's true. It's just to say, hey, look at me. I got this much and I paid for this much. All right. This is your card. And it says power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. And there you go. Yes, you do. You all have the power to say no or walk away. Yeah, I've been on here for 4 years and a bit. And I would say 2 years ago, I got up to like 980 something. And then all of a sudden, like I got all these trolls, and then they started like aggravating me and doing all this dumb shit to me. So I was going back and forth with them, and then I left and I went to Instagram for a while, and it went down to like 700 and something. Like 200 people left, like unsubscribed to me, and then I came back, and then I pretty much got like back to where I am, where I started, where I was 2 years ago. But as soon as it gets close to 1,000, it'll stop. And then sometimes I'll lose some, gain some, lose some, gain some. And that's how I know it's all bullshit. And when I do reach it over 1,000, I qualify for super chats. But if you super chat me $10, right, for a question, I don't get that $10 if I go through a super chat, because YouTube takes 60% and you get 40. So I'm gonna get $4 sent to me by YouTube, and they're gonna take the 6. I think it's 60-40 now, I believe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's around that. They make more than you, so you're pretty much not getting the money unless you work through PayPal like me. And then PayPal also, when somebody sends me a PayPal, they you have to pay like a tax, and some people don't pay the tax, so I get less than 5. And the people who pay the tax, they got to pay more than 5. So it's a pain in the ass all around. But at least by PayPal, I'm getting more money than if I were to get through a super chat. So having 1,000 subscribers and having super chats is not a loss. It's actually okay to me. Because going through PayPal is better because I make more there and they don't take all my money. PayPal is, I think, 5% or 4 to 5% they take away from me. Whereas here, they take more than half of your money because you're going through their system. So either way, I don't even care. I'd rather not have the super chat stuff. But some people can't pay me through PayPal because they don't have it. You know? Yeah. See, there you go. Marley is a prime example of that. She's clarifying what I'm saying. So that's why it's best to go through Cash App and PayPal, because YouTube takes all your money. Yeah, there you go. Thanks for confirming. So then people don't think I'm lying. Yeah. So the people, that's why everybody has Cash App, Vimeo, and PayPal. And they don't want super chat stuff. Because when you super chat, you're making YouTube rich, and you don't get your money's worth for the questions you answer. Yeah. That's exactly why. That's how you beat the system, and that's how you deal with it. That's what I do. But see, I have no choice anyway because I live in Bermuda. So I have to have it this way. And the sad part is I never see that PayPal money like in my account because PayPal doesn't send. I'm not allowed to have um, my PayPal attached to my bank account. Like I can't like see how people in the States, when you collect your PayPal money, you send it to your account. It's linked to your account. You can put the money in your real account. I can't. So the only way I can use that PayPal money is to buy shit online with places that will accept my PayPal. So that's why I have all these hats and these clothes and shit. So I just go use the money I get. I just go buy hats, clothes, whatever I want. with the PayPal money because I can't transfer it to my account because I live in Bermuda, and Bermuda doesn't allow these apps and these companies to deal with their bank, and we don't have Cash App. Nope. See, Bermuda is a British colony. We're not attached to the United States, so we have all British stuff. But the only reason why PayPal works is because PayPal allows you to attach a credit card. So my credit card is an international Visa credit card, so it's connected to the PayPal. But I can't use that PayPal money and put it. I can only use that PayPal money to buy something on a website that has PayPal as an option and will also say, okay, being that you're from Bermuda, because some websites always say, nope, even though you have PayPal, you're attached to Bermuda. So you're outside of the United States, so you can't buy from our site, our website. And a lot more people are doing it now. So it's hard for me to even use some of my PayPal money unless I go to like Adidas.com, no problem. And I love Adidas.com. I get all my shit from there anyway, so it's perfect. So when I feel like buying some stuff from Adidas, my PayPal works. Bang. And then if I want to buy something from Home Depot, I can. Um, I actually bought these Lens Crafters. I got a pair of my original glasses are smaller than this, and I bought them, in Boston at Lens Crafters. And then I bought this frame with my PayPal money. It was like $200-300. So I was like, oh, cool. I can buy a new pair of glasses with my PayPal money that I earned on here through Lens Crafters. Cool. Yeah, see, that's a good thing. So people like get mad when they hear what I have to go through, but it's okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like this. That's why I can never make this really, well, not never, but that's why I can't really make this like my living, because how the hell am I supposed to get my money? I can't transfer it to my account. So what I do from time to time is I have a very good friend of mine in Boston, and she's been my friend for years. So what I do is I transfer her a couple $100, and then she sends that money. She puts it in her account, and then sends me a Western Union link, and I can go pick up my money cash. But I very rarely do it because it screws her over for her taxes. So I try not to do it like, but she once in a while, like, I'll say, look, I got money in my account, so I really need to get rid of it, but I need it in cash. And she'll be like, yeah, sure, no problem. She doesn't mind, like, she doesn't care, like, but then you have to use your head, and you got to be smart. So I send it to her as a gift. I have to label it as a gift so she doesn't get taxed on it. So that's how it works. It's a pain in the ass. But I don't really do it too much because I don't want to inconvenience her or anything. But she doesn't care. She does it all the time. So anyway, I have to send her like, so if I want $400 cash, I have to give her 440 for the transfer and for the difference of the tax that I sent her the money. So I lose $40 to $45 if I want 400 cash through MoneyGram or through Western Union. So that's why I don't do it, because I'm going to lose $40 to $45 just for the transfer. So it really doesn't make any sense. I might as well just use it to go buy shit. I wrote a letter to PayPal, and I told them that, is there any way, like, are they like, is Bermuda like an option for that, or like, can they find a way to do it? And I even went to Boston 5 years ago. 4 years ago, sorry, when I went to Boston, I went to them and said, "Hey, look, I want to open up a bank account here," and they're like, "Oh, you can't because you're not from here." And I was like, "What do you mean I can't?" And there's like, "Oh, you don't have a work permit. You don't. You like, and if you do open up a bank account, we require all foreigners or non-U.S. residents to have at least $2,500 in the account at all times. If there is not $2,500 in the account at all times, then we shut it down because you might be doing some shady transactions." So I looked at the guy and I said, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?" I said it just like that. I said, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?" He goes, "No, sir. That's the policy. That's what we." I said, "No, that's the policy that you just made up. You're bullshitting me because I've never heard that a day in my life." He goes, "Oh, sir, you're gonna have to leave the bank. We don't deal with this, and I'm not putting up with this. I didn't sign up for this and your attitude." And I'm like, "Well, fuck you." That's what I told him right to his face. I said, "That's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life." I was like, "Fuck you and your bank." And I told him I was from Bermuda. I showed him my passport. I showed him all my shit. And he denied me. Like, he told me I had to have $2,500 in the account at all times. I said, "What's the sense of that then?" I said, "That don't make no sense." "Hey, Holly, how you doing?" "Yes, I am." So yeah, it's like it's bullshit because it's all because I live here. So it's like America like doesn't want money or something. It's like it's so weird. "You're doing well, good to hear." So like Bermuda is one of the richest countries in the world, right? And Bermuda has exempt companies from Canada and the United States working in Bermuda. So the people that are working in Bermuda, they have US and Canadian accounts, and they use those accounts and they use their cards in Bermuda. And you can take American cash and use it in Bermuda in a store. So why can't I use my shit in your country if we allow you to use it in ours? I mean, we're next door neighbors. See how it doesn't, and our currency is the same currency as yours, just different looking money. So I'm baffled on how they don't allow that to happen, like how they don't like have things like that. And you can't even send like money from bank to bank. Like if you're in the States right now, so you can't transfer money to my bank account. You need like some special bullshit permit or whatever to do it. And I'm like, this don't make no sense. So what? Everybody's rich. You don't need money or something. Like we should be able to transfer shit anywhere. What's the problem? It's a bank to a bank. Just pay the fee. So the banks are losing money. In my opinion, banks are losing money by not allowing you to transfer money to country. Just allow it to happen. You're gonna make money off the tax. Maybe I should open up a bank. I don't know. Not. You donated. Thanks, sweetheart. Yes, I just got it. You can ask your question when you're ready, Holly. Thanks. Yeah, but it's crazy though. It really is. It's crazy how the banks are like in all these apps and all these things. And then back in May, they said in Bermuda that they were gonna get Cash App. And I was like, "Good, if they get Cash App, I'm straight. I'll be good. I'll be happy. I'll get everybody will have like another way to donate and I can make, money through that and send it to my account." But they still haven't done it. And it's been 7 months now and they still haven't done it. But that's the life of online shit. All right, Holly, you said, "Do you see my relationship pushing forward anytime soon?" All right, let me check. All right, Holly. What I get here is I feel like you've got to take initiative in the relationship. Like if you control the situation and control the whole relationship, then I would say continue to do that or take action. Put your energy into it, put your all into it, but make sure obviously that you don't allow it to be controlled and to be like not be like a control freak, but like control how things pan out and how things are. um I see it improving, um day by day, and I feel like the next month or two it will improve and it will develop and it will get better. But I also feel that it takes both of you to I feel like both of you have to make that initiative. But I feel like it's more you than anything. I feel like you're putting in the work. If you are putting in the work, then things will be okay. And I think that your partner's like distracted or confused and they don't want to make a mistake and they might just not want to be like um so if you're putting in the work, I would say your partner is distracted and confused, and like they feel like they sometimes feel that if they make a mistake or they do the worst thing, then they're gonna end up alone because they really don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I think that their past efforts kind of maybe got them feeling like that. So maybe their past has something to do with it. But I feel like this person wants to put a lot of effort into their job because they might be like very um, skilled or very important at their job, and that's why like they're kind of debating on how much time they're going to give to each thing because they might be dealing with their job more than they deal with the relationship with you. And if that isn't the case, then it could be you working a lot and them saying when you going to have time for me, that type of thing. So work might be getting in the way, or work is a part of why the relationship is stagnant and slow. You do work quite a bit. Yeah. So I do get something to do with like work. So if you put in a lot of time at work, do you feel like, I'm asking you, do you feel that because you work a lot, do you have enough time for this relationship? That's what you got to ask yourself. So that's why I keep getting that you are the one that controls how everything is. So you might say, "Hey, babe, I can't really do anything because I'm working." And that person might be like, well, how is this going to go anywhere if, she's always working and I can't, how am I going to like fit in here? Like this one wants, Holly likes her job more than she likes me. You got me? So that's why this person kind of thinks that the person you're with is thinking that, hey, am I really compatible with this person? Like, does she love her job more than she can love me? Is this gonna like, you know, I have to like be on her terms all the time? Like, this is bullshit. So they're feeling like the reason it's like that is because they're confused. Like, how are they gonna have you and work at the same time? Or are you gonna like really balance it and give them time? So my advice to you is this: when you're off of work, I would say put a lot of initiative into your relationship and don't be like, well, I work all day, I'm tired. Well, if you want a relationship, then you got to find the energy, you got to find the balance, you got to find, the compromise in order to have both. We have to be multitaskers. But my suggestion and my advice is when you're not working, try and put more effort into your relationship. Because I feel like, the person is kind of thinking that you're choosing work more over them, if that makes sense. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. And it could also be that they work a lot too, or they work at a like, a job where they're like demanding. Because I'm fearing of losing my second job. Hopefully I get more time soon. Yeah. So yeah, you got a second job too. So that's the thing. See, you're controlling the situation right now. So that's why I got what I got. It feels like you are like doing so much that where's the time for the relationship? So what do you expect? You want the person to work with you and be in a relationship with you at the same time. So like that's why that person feels the way they do, and they also feel that Holly's like working late night and day, ain't got no time for me. So I would say, like, once you have time, put in the effort, like, and hopefully don't do it in a selfish way, because that person might say, oh, yeah, it's your day off. So you think I just gonna automatically be with you, right? So, like, try and, like, plan it out before so it doesn't look that way. You know what I'm saying? So I would say your next day off, it's going to be today is Tuesday. I mean, today's Monday or whatever day is. What today is? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday. Yeah, today's Tuesday. Fuck's sake. Yeah, today's Tuesday. So if you're off on Saturday, tell your person now, hey, Saturday I'm off. Are you gonna be available? Can we like, get together and do something all day? And they might say, oh yeah, sure. And then bang, you put in the time. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. It's all good. You'll be all right. I don't get nothing bad, you know. Oh, well, there you go. See, there you go. So you're good to go. See, by doing that, you're all right. You too, sweetheart. Thanks. Sometimes that's always the case, We get involved and we have like all this work and all these things to do, and then we never have time for ourselves, our relationships, our families. It sucks that everybody, not everybody, but people have to work. We got to pay our bills. We got to put in the work. We have goals. We have desires, and it's like if you don't have anybody around you that understands, then it becomes an uphill battle. And that's why relationships don't work, because a lot of the times, people don't have that understanding. They just want to keep living life and not work, and then just find somebody that's, always got time. It's a pain in the ass. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Everything's always about work, work, work. And then where you can get time to be. That's why people have vacations and go together on vacations like once or twice a year. And then, what type of life is that? You know? But it's so difficult because everybody's life is different. People have to pay rent, people have to pay bills, unless you have, and then if you meet somebody and they have a whole heap of money, and you meet a wonderful guy that's rich and he goes to work every day in his multi-million-dollar whatever company, and you're home taking care of the kids, you might be like, fuck, this is a boring ass life. I didn't sign up for this shit. My husband's out there in the world working, and I'm home, doing shit around here, taking care of the kids all day. So you might compare your life to his and say, you know what? I didn't sign up for this shit. And even if you do, you get fed up of it because you're home all day taking care of the children. Then when they go to nursery, if you're not doing your shit at home and your hubby comes home. He's like, what the fuck you here for, you know? It's like you never win. You know what I'm saying? It's like you never win. It's like there's always got to be that balance. There's always got to be that give and take. There's always got to be like that person who, might come home with shitty attitude and be like, you've been home all day. The kids are at nursery. Where the fuck's my clothes? And why you haven't washed these pile of clothes here? What have you been doing all day? And the woman would be like, don't you think I need a fucking break? You be like, yeah, bitch, but I pay for your shit. And she'll be like, yeah, well, you can do all of it now. I've seen those things happen many a times. It's sad. Because people think that everything has to be a certain way or has to happen a certain way. I always feel like the best relationships are the ones that both do each other's job. Each other's, it's not even a job. Both do each other's works, and both do each other and balance everything out. Say if I'm working Monday to Friday and I'm off on the weekend, and you work on Saturday and you have a day off during the week on Tuesday. So on the weekend, I'm gonna be like, hey babe, look, I'm gonna wash the clothes, I'm gonna wash these dishes, I'm gonna cook. I know you work on Saturday. You did everything on Tuesday, so I'll do everything on Saturday while you're at work. I'll deal with the kids, I'll deal with the house and shit, blah blah blah. Why can't you just sit down and talk about it? What you gonna do? Wait till someone fucks up or doesn't do something so you can rub it in their face? That shit don't make no sense if you really think about it. So why you didn't communicate about it? You're together, right? You're in a relationship, so why you don't talk about it? I always feel like that's like something that people should do instead of like wanting to catch the other one not doing what they're supposedly doing. These are the labels that the world put on you. So make sure your life is fucked up. Because if your life is fucked up, you're going to get a divorce. And then guess who gets rich? The lawyers, the system, the court, the government. That's why leave your life between you and the person you're with, not with everybody else. And don't think that your life is going to be like your friend's life or your friend's friend's life, because it ain't. The best thing for the best relationship is communication. You communicate with your person every single day. You should be like, and let me tell you something. That's why I don't have a relationship, because people don't understand. They don't understand how it should be because they don't know. But if you deal with me, I'm gonna sit here and say, hey, what are we gonna do tomorrow? What are we gonna do Wednesday? What are we gonna do Thursday? What are we gonna do Friday? What do you feel like eating for dinner tonight, tomorrow, the next day? Write it all down. And then suppose my girl's like, we're living together and she's like, hey babe, what did you say we were gonna have for dinner tonight? And I was like, look, I'm gonna make tuna casserole or some shit like that. And then she's gonna be like, oh yeah, right, we did talk about it. Thank God you got a brain. Thank God you wrote it down. You're gonna hook that up tonight? I'm like, yeah. Oh well, babe, tomorrow I'm off, so I'll make tamales. I'm like, all right, babe, cool. Just write it down so that way we know we gotta get at the grocery store. You need anything? I'm coming home now. I'll stop at the grocery store, get what you need. So when I come home, I'm gonna coochie guaranteed. See? I don't know why you guys make life so difficult for. It don't make no sense. Talk to each other. Communicate, damn it. And stop trying to get each other's faults in the way. Or try to point out mistakes all the time. That's not a real relationship. That's stupid. My sister and I, that's what we do. and she'll always forget. That's why I'm the brains. She'll be like, what are you gonna have for dinner tonight? What did you say yesterday you were gonna do for dinner?" And I'll tell her, "Yeah, I was gonna make ribs." Or, "Remember, I'm gonna make this." "Oh yeah, shit, I forgot." LOL. Love you, bro. All right, cool. I'm going to the store. You need anything? "Oh yeah, I need this. I need milk." "All right, cool. I'm good." And when her brain's working, she'll do the same for me. I don't know why life is so hard for them. People make it hard. People are always making life hard for nothing. The more organized you are, the better your life will be. Take it from me. I know. Put in the effort, put in the time, communicate, and you'll be fine. Communication. Understand? Santina, are you here? And how's the new job going? If you're here, I'm not sure if you're here still. But how's the new job going? I meant to ask you that. I've been here babbling and shit. Isn't that true? Someone wrote here, when people can't control you, they try to control how people view you. And that's still ain't gonna work. But they can try. But that is true. People do that. People do that. Isn't that true? Here's another good saying. You alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anyone. I'm reading memes on Instagram. Okay, there's no more memes. Everybody's quiet. What's going on? Talk to me. I bring my other deck down here too. This deck is hilarious too. It's called Rebel Deck, the Oracle with the Attitude. Zero filter, zero fucks given, and all fun. This deck likes to roast people. Let me get roasted tonight. Let me see what Spirit wants to tell me. I need a good laugh. My card says, stop texting, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Okay. I'll stop. Not like I am, but anyway. Jessica, you want one of these cards? Yeah, I'm laid back. You know why? Because I don't give a fuck no more. I stopped worrying a long time ago. I really don't give a shit anymore. That's why I'm laid back. I don't care anymore. I can't be bothered to be dealing with people. I'm not gonna like aggravate my life for other people. It's too early. Brace yourself. Can you hold that stack like that? Can you hold it? Your hands big enough for that stack? Hmm? Is your hands big enough for that stack? Hmm? Mm. Let's see. Warriors and milk. Oh my god, I love that. Try and stay away from that shit. Oh my god. I love dipping my cookies in my coffee in the morning. If my mom makes chocolate chip cookies, like I'll eat the chocolate chip cookie in the morning with my coffee. I feel like a coffee right now, but I know I shouldn't have one. Like a decaf coffee. I actually feel like some popcorn right now. Marley, would you like a message? Have you ever seen this deck before? It's called the Rebel deck, the Oracle with an attitude. Zero filters, zero fucks, all fun. This is the type of deck that you would like. You fell asleep with your hoodie on. I had to sort out all my damn clothes today because it's cold here. Well, to us, it's cold. All right, cool. So, I've been wearing hoodies like all week. So I had to sort out all my hoodies and go get them. I normally don't wear this stuff like unless it's cold, but it's been pretty cold lately to us. All right, Marley, let's see what we got for you. All right. Marley, your card is it's not everyone else's fault, it's yours. And it says you are a grown ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. It's not everyone else's fault, it's yours, Marley. You are a grown ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. See that? You just got called out. You just got roasted. See that? Don't worry, I got roasted earlier too. They told me to stop texting, stop looking for that person, and put your phone something down or some shit. It said, I can't remember. I was like, okay, I'll stop. I'll get off my phone. Yeah, this deck's hilarious. There's a couple of them. I got both of them. It's like this is like the this is for like regular thing, and then it's got like a couples one where it roasts your couple, like the person you're with. It's like couples, the couples version, and it's this one. This is the regular one. This is for like singles and people like us. And Keita's vlog, he said paid reading. Hello, how are you? Yes, I do paid readings. If you want one, I'll give you one. If you want a free message, I'll give you one of those. Yeah? You are snacking good. Yeah, she got them Oreos and milk. I like popcorn, but the store didn't have my popcorn today. Yeah. I've been through this before. You know. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with people anymore. These cards are hilarious. This card says, look, don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. It says, get that fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. This one says, be fucking grateful. Shit could be so much worse. This card is for a lot of people. I feel like posting this actually and say, be fucking grateful. Shit could be so much worse. This one says, you need some fucking yoga in your life. Ancient shit is cool. This one says, you think someone is lying? They are. Says, you need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. And it says, time to let go. Move the F on. Shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit. Forgive. Let that shit go. Get over yourself. Pull your shit together. Help people. Give back. Do good shit for humanity. It says, you need a big fucking hug. Squeeze. Yeah, definitely. I don't know who made it. I don't know. I can't read that shit. It just says Rebel deck, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say this deck is by so and so. It don't say nothing. Open if you dare. It says open if you dare. It doesn't really say nothing. It doesn't say who made it. But yeah, somebody made it. I thank them all the time. On Saturday nights, I used to use this deck all the time. Everybody used to have a good laugh. Saturday nights on Instagram, I used to talk a lot of shit. So I used to bring this deck out and everybody be like, yeah, where's the Rebel deck? I used to give sex cards and do this deck too. But then all my friends started to find sex lives, so they never came back. Yeah, I go on there from time to time. I went on there 2 days ago. I went on there 2 days ago, and I'm glad I did because I ended up reading for my friend. She needed some help, and then I read for her and actually did a medium shit reading. It was nobody else in the room. It was 3 people. Then it ended up just being her, and then I ended up reading for her. It was very interesting. I'll actually share the story. She won't mind. She said that her daughter was seeing like a little boy's spirit in her room, and it was bothering her. And she don't know who it is, so she was like saging and shit, trying to get the damn spirit out of there. But it weren't going anywhere. So she was asking me like who it is. So I was like, did you have a miscarriage? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, well, that's who it is. It's your son, the one you miscarriage. That's what happens is they're still your child even though you miscarriage, and they want to hang around you and be around their siblings. Come to find out, I described the child, and then she asked. I told her that they have a red beanie on, and they look like she looks like he looks like her. And she asked her daughter during the live what was the boy wearing, and she says, yeah, he was wearing a red beanie. And she says, wow, Mark, what the fuck? I'm like, yep, there you go. That's him, and that's what happens. Even if you have a miscarriage, that's still your child. They never form, but they passed away, right? That's what a miscarriage is. They're still formed. How could you have a miscarriage if they're not formed? So they're still a form of life, but didn't make it. So they become a form of spirit, and they just grow up sometimes to the actual age they are, or they want to be a certain age, or they want to be a certain way. So that's what happened. And it's not the first time it's happened. But a lot of women don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. But I know that because I've seen it happen a few times. Some people are like, who the fuck is this child around me? I was like, it's yours. And they're like, but how? I was like, well, did you have a miscarriage? Yep. Like, well, there you go. Absolutely, it does. It absolutely does. So you can have like three, four miscarriages and then have a child. Technically, you had all those children because you have them all in spirit. And people don't want to believe that. See, people don't really think that's possible, but it is. I never forget my friend. She had a daughter and a son. No, she had two sons. But before she lost like a child, miscarriage. And I told her, I said, look, I see this little girl around you, but she's older than your kids. And I said, did you have a miscarriage? She said, yeah. I said, well, you would have had a daughter, and this daughter is around your children. She couldn't believe it. She was like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah. They didn't make it, right? So they're a spirit. And they hang around. My oldest sister, lost triplets. And they would have been 25 years old right now. And I see all three from time to time. They come to see me on the anniversary of their death, or they come to see me on their birthday or on mine, or just say hello to me every now and then. And they look just like their dad. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and they all look the same except for one. One of them has like a little darker hair, like dirty blonde hair. I see all of them from time to time. I see how they, what they would look like if they were, still living. So I have three nieces in spirit, and I recently saw them about maybe Christmas time. I saw them, so I was thinking about them. I was like, "Fuck, Christmas would have been so cool if I had my three nieces here, triplets. That would have been so different, so cool. All these fucking boys around here would have been nice to have. You know, my triplet nieces, 25 years old, beautiful young ladies. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. But you know what? I get to see them in spirit. But if I told my older sister that, she wouldn't believe me. She'd be like, yeah, whatever. And then again, I don't know. But some people can't handle it. I don't think she can handle that shit. She's not that type of person that really deals with that type of stuff. Maybe one day I'll tell her. Yeah, it is. But it happens, Marley. I see it. I believe it. I know it. No, not really. They don't know nothing about psychic stuff. Like they see back in where they lived in Portugal, they had a lot of psychics. They still do. Portugal has a shitload of psychic healers and people like can heal your body and see spirits and do all sorts of house clearing and tarot readers and shit. Like it's out there. My parents believe it, but they're not into it. Like they're not like blah, blah, blah. But I tell my parents that I have a psychic friend, and she, which I do, but I end up doing the readings and just blame it on her. I tell her, I tell my parents that my psychic friend told me that this, and this is gonna happen. I'll never forget. Like my parents were like, my grandma died, right? Like like 10 years ago. She was 94 when she passed away, and she had like some money in her account, and but my dad's brother, my uncle, was in charge of all this stuff. He had access to the account, and my dad was always suspicious. Like, is he gonna take all the money, and not tell my dad? And is he gonna be greedy and be a dickhead? So when my grandma passed away, like my uncle said to him, "Look, mom has this much money in her account, and you should have more of it because you're the oldest one, and you're retired and stuff, and I don't need the money like that, and blah blah blah. You took care of her, rah rah rah." So my dad was like, "Yeah, right." I know he's probably gonna take some money or whatever. So my dad was like, "Hey, look, didn't you say you have a psychic friend in Boston and whatever, blah blah blah? Ask her if am I gonna get like the money that he says he's gonna give me, and it's probably gonna take forever because blah blah blah." And I was like, "All right, I'll check." So I went home and did cards, and it was around like maybe like September. She died like in August, and then in September, like this all went down. So then I went home and did cards, and I said, when is my dad gonna, is my uncle fucking him over? It said no. Is my uncle being honest? It said yes. 'Cause my dad is always paranoid, right? And then I said, is my dad gonna get some, the money that my uncle's talking about? Is my dad gonna get it? And it said yes. And I said, okay, well, when is my dad gonna get it? And it said November. Because I went through the months. I said, is he gonna get it this month? No. Is he gonna get it this month? No. Then I got to November, which is like 2 months later. And it said yes. So I came home and I told my parents, I said, yeah, I spoke to my psychic friend, for a while. And she said that everything's going to be legit and you're going to get the money in November. So then my dad started laughing. Yeah, right. That psychic, that dumb bitch don't know what the hell she's talking about. It's never going to be that soon. And I guarantee I'm not going to get it because my brother's conniving. He's lying to me. I know he's going to take the money and blah, blah, blah. He was like doubting everything, which he had every right to, right? Because my uncle, he, there is bipolar, right? So anyway, November comes. It was like November 17th or something like that. My dad gets the money in his account, and his brother calls him and says, "Hey, look, I sent the money to your account. Blah blah blah. Thanks for being patient. We got everything. Blah blah blah, and everything else. Hey, what's up, Mike? All good, bro? How you been, man?" So anyway, my dad calls me. Actually, my mom calls me and said, "Hey, you wouldn't believe it. Your psychic friend was right. Your uncle just called your dad and said that he sent the money, and we went to the bank machine and we looked at our balance, and it had, the money that he said he sent in there. So tell her, like, thank you very much, and I don't know how much she charges, but just pay her or whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, no problem. I'll tell her. She'll be so happy that the prediction happened." Right, so I'm there laughing to myself, man. Yeah, little do you know, I predicted all that shit, and it all happened, right? So I was just laughing to myself, saying, maybe I should tell them it was me, but they're not gonna believe me. They're gonna be like, yeah, whatever. You ain't no damn psychic. Shut the fuck up. My parents would never believe like that I do all this stuff and I go on. They're not like, they don't know. They don't know shit. Like, all good. Yeah, you just watched the Knicks. Yeah, the Knicks are pretty good. They did that trade. Guys are looking good. My Celtics are, top first place. I'm happy. They won again last night. I think I might go away this year and watch them in the playoffs. I'm gonna wait till April, May, and I'm gonna go away and watch like the first round. If they make it to the finals, I'll go back. So I'm being hopeful that the Celtics will get somewhere. Yeah, they're doing good. This year they have a really, really, really good team where I'm really confident that they might go all the way again if they're healthy. If they're healthy. Because they got some injury prone guys. So we'll see how it goes. I'm happy with them so far. My Bruins are doing good. My Celtics are doing good. I'm happy. Even my soccer team in Portugal is doing good, even though they lost today, but they're still in first place. So that's good. Yeah, a lot of people are. Miami just got Terry Rozier added to their roster, so they got rid of Kyle Lowry. So everybody's trying to beat the Celtics. Then the Bucks got rid of their coach today. It's a lot of crazy things. Everybody wants to be like the Celtics. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I would love to do a sports channel, but you know what the problem is with that? Is like the comment section would be ridiculous. Everybody would be like, "Oh, you're the typical." Because when I comment on things, people always come at me. Oh yeah, you're a Celtics fan, so you Celtics fans think you know everything. And I had to like put some people in their place. I'm like, look, let me tell you something. How old are you? You're what, 25, and you're trying to tell me about the Celtics? 25 years ago, I was watching the Celtics before you was even thought of, moron. That's why I can't have a sports channel, because I would tell all these young idiots that these guys, the NBA is nothing like it was back then. Basketball is soft now. It's way, way better back in the day. There was more fights, more hard fouls, more like competition. It was more everything. And I don't care what anybody says. You can't tell me that now is better than the 80s. It wasn't. Not on my watch. It was a lot more competitive. And there was a lot more like running and dunking and layups. Now it's just pull up 3 pointers, bullshit. Ah, you hurt me. Ah, you poked my eye. Technical fouls for hanging on the rim and bullshit like that. The NBA sucks. But I still watch it though. I still want my team to win. But sports in general is all corrupt and all like fixed. A lot of it's all bullshit, man. Yeah, well, you mean the white? You mean the? You're not a Red Sox fan, are you? Or you meant to say something else? Yeah, the Red Sox won. In the last couple years, all the Boston teams won in the last couple years. So I'm glad I actually got to watch them win. In 2008, I went to Boston to watch the Celtics beat the Lakers. I saw Kobe Bryant beat up on the Celtics, and then we beat them We ended up winning the championship that year. I actually saw two of the first final games. I wish I would have stayed, but I couldn't. But I saw game one and game two of the NBA Finals at Boston in 2008. And in 2012, I think, or 2010. Yeah, 2010 and 2012, I went to the playoffs and the finals again. When they went and they lost to the Lakers. But I still saw them win at home. I went to two finals. Yeah, I've been a Red Sox fan my whole life, but I haven't really I felt the same way, like these idiots never gonna win anything. And then when they won back then, when they won in the 2000 13, 14, and 2017, I think the Red Sox won the championship like a couple times. They won in like a 5-year span. Like that was really, really and then when the Bruins won in 2011, that made my day. Because I've been watching the Boston Bruins since I was young. We used to have NESN on cable. So me and my brother were all into hockey, and the Bruins would get so far and then they'll lose. And we were like, fuck, man, we're never going to see these assholes win a championship. And I'll never forget it. Like in 2011, I saw my first actual hockey game and they lost to the Penguins. And then they won that year in the championship. Yeah, I hated Kobe and Michael Jordan and all those guys. I hated all of them. But I got respect for them. I can admit that they were better, at that time. Like I'm a Larry Bird fan. That's my favorite player of all time. There's no one that's better than Larry Bird to me. Like that's my favorite basketball player. Period. Hey Virgo, I'm doing good. How's it going? All's good. Good to see you. But I remember watching Kobe in the finals, and he's amazing, man. He's underrated, and I think people disrespect him by putting LeBron in front of him because LeBron ain't won what Kobe's won, and Kobe is way better than LeBron 50 million times. But see, this generation didn't see Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and Kobe. They didn't see that. They just see LeBron. See, and LeBron he ain't better than those players in my opinion. He's not. If you've gone to the finals 10 times and you've lost 6 out of your 10 and you've only won 4, then you're not a GOAT. You're not better than those players because those guys I just named didn't lose more in the finals than they won like you. Now LeBron's just LeBron's LeBron's a good player. Don't get me wrong, he's good, but he's not better than those guys. No way in hell. No way in hell. And the only reason why LeBron won, because he had great players around him. He still wasn't the best player on his team. In Miami, Dwayne Wade was better than him. In my opinion, he wasn't better than Dwayne Wade. If Dwayne Wade wasn't there, he wouldn't have carried that team to the finals. And when he was with Cleveland, he had Kevin Love and Kyrie. I could talk sports all day, Mike. Because I know sports. I'm old enough. I've seen all the games. I watch all the games, so ain't nobody gonna ever tell me that LeBron's better than those guys. Because they ain't. And I've seen those games live. I've seen LeBron live. I've seen Kobe live. I've seen all these great players. Like, you can't tell me that LeBron's better than those guys. No way in hell. He's a big dude. He's good, but he's not no clutch shooter. All he does is dunks, layups, and gets fouled because he's a huge guy. But he's not better than Mike and Kobe, and he's not even better than Tim Duncan and all those guys. People forget that guys like Tim Duncan and this shit, those guys were beasts. They were way better than LeBron, and they played in a more harder era. But to me, who's the best player in the NBA and has been the past like 5, 6 years is Steph Curry. Yeah, Duncan's got rings, yeah. And he didn't lose in the finals. Only like once I think he lost. But Steph Curry is amazing. Steph Curry is like on another level, man. I've never seen a guy like that guy, man. The only other person close to him is probably Reggie Miller and Ray Allen, probably, which is who he's compared to. But I still think Steph's better than those guys. Like that fucker can shoot from anywhere and he'll make it. And it's like, what the hell am I watching? Like this guy don't fucking miss. Like he's really, really good. Him to me is one of the best players in the NBA for the past 5, 6 years. I would say he's the best. He's better than LeBron, way better. To me, a player that scores a lot of points and like shoots like from way out and like you know makes their free throws and helps the team and helps other players, that to me is the best player. Yeah, exactly. Yep. But I remember being very young and my dad will be watching like the Celtics on TV and I'll be like, yeah, this is cool. I like watching this. And my brother will be there and my dad and him be watching the games and I'll be watching them too. Like, and I'll be like, yeah, this is cool. I like this green team. My dad's like, yeah, you have to go for the Celtics. That's who we're for. And I was like, all right, cool. And they started winning championships back in the 80s when I was, alive and I was young. Well, obviously I was alive, but when I was young. So I was like, yeah, this is my team. And my neighbor, they were for the Lakers. So we would watch the games together and we have fun and shit. They had a big ass satellite dish. Yeah, the Celtics played them on Friday night and they beat us at home. Our only defeat, and he's amazing. Him and Jamal Murray are excellent players. I still don't think the Joker's the best. I mean, that's just my opinion. I still don't think he's like yeah, he is. He doesn't get recognized much because he's not like, he's a big man. So big men don't really get like the credit that they really deserve. And he's not like a flashy player. He's not like, yeah, he is. He's definitely, you know, it's debatable. But like me personally, I don't really like think he's the best because to me, like if you're gonna say Michael Jordan is the best player of all time, right? What did Mike do? Mike was like a forward, right? And he played defense and he played offense. He did everything. So like to me, Steph Curry doesn't play defense. Steph Curry is not a defensive player. He doesn't even get a block. He probably hasn't got a block in Lord knows how long. He might have a steal here and there. But see, he don't play defense, so that's why he's not considered like more than what he is. But yeah, Joker definitely is one of the best players in the past few years. I agree. And Joel Embiid is getting there. Yeah, that's why Michael Jordan to me, well, I hated Michael Jordan because he used to beat the Celtics and I used to, and the Celtics beat the shit out of him too, but then the Celtics got old and then he took over. But I can admit right here live that Michael Jordan to me is the best player and he is the GOAT of all time. He definitely is. There is nobody. If you went to the finals 6 times and won all 6 and ain't lost, and yeah, you're the guy. And you won back to back. So to me, Mike's the guy. I'll admit it. Even though I don't want to sometimes. But that's my generation. But an older guy would say to me, well, Bill Russell and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Wilt Chamberlain are the best. They were better than Mike because they got more Bill Russell's got more championships, right? So really, the person who has the most championships should be considered the GOAT. So I can't vouch for Bill Russell because I didn't watch him play. But from what people said, he was the guy. He won 11 championships, plus he coached and won championships. And he did everything too, defense, offense. So if you really look at it, Bill Russell is the real GOAT in that generation, in the 60s and 70s. Then from the 80s, 90s, I would say Mike. Then in the 2000s, I would say Kobe. Those are my But then you have Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. Those two made basketball popular. Their rivalry, the Celtics and the Lakers, made basketball popular. And then after their generation, then it was the Bulls and the Knicks and those the East rivalries and the Pistons and all those things. So I can go on and on and on, but that's just my whole thing. Hey Yvette, I got your donation. Thanks. Yeah. But see, you can say that a lot about everybody, like, cause they said in Mike's era, there was like great players and things like that, but they were like not really full time and all that bullshit, plumbers and shit like that. So like it's a lot of bullshit. Everybody has their opinion, but to me, my GOAT and my favorite player of all time is Larry Bird. That's my favorite player. And next in line is Paul Pierce. That's it. Those are my two favorite players ever. And I would say the last 10 years it's been Marcus Smart. And that's because they're all Celtics players. But those are my three favorite players of all time. Those are the players I always loved the most. And now I don't really have a really favorite. I just like all of them, I just like my team. Like I'm not really like a person who just likes one player like I used to. All right, Yvette, you said, it is why my middle school crush be on my mind, Dion, and he's in Aries. He lives in Hawaii. Last time I checked, he was on my mind heavy on Sunday. Okay, Yvette, I'll check that out for you. Mike, I would love that. I was actually thinking about starting another channel and talking about like everything, and like having like a podcast. Like Mondays will be like Sundays, Sunday night would be like recap of the sports. And then I was gonna have like a food channel where I talk about food and shit, like a food day where we talk about food and making food and all sorts of shit and share each other's recipes and all that shit. And then just have like days where I just talk random shit about whatever, like, what's going on in the world, weather, politics. I was thinking about it. People have been asking me to do like podcasts and like do different things and things like that, but I just don't have the time right now. Plus, I want to get my office ready and my workshop ready, and then I'll do it then. So I'll wait for like summertime. But I would love to do that, Mike, and have you as my guest for sure. Oh, nice, Yvette. Yeah, I love to cook and I would love to share my recipes online. And I would actually like, cook live and show people like what I do. And then people could say, hey, Mark, you should do that. And I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. And, like I want to get people's like, input on like how they cook stuff or if what I can do differently. I used to do it when I first came on here. I used to have like cookie brownie videos and how to cut a lobster, and then people got all mad. One time I got a live lobster, right, and I cut it right down the middle, and it was still alive. And people are like, "Oh my God, that's animal cruelty." I'm like, "This ain't no damn animal. This is food, you moron." What do you think? Wait, but how did you? How the hell do you survive? You think the food that you get didn't get killed before you ate it? So I got so mad I took the video down because people were complaining. It's like I did it live. I cut the lobster live when it was, still moving and shit. And I cut it in half and I gutted it and I showed people how to make it. So everybody was asking me how to do it. So there was a couple people in my comments like, "Ew, this is gross. This is cruelty." I'm like, shut the fuck. Not that I care, It's life. Lobster ain't got no feelings. It's cool. He's not the first one. He's fine. He ain't sure. He's gonna get eaten either way. Even when he's in the ocean, he's gonna get eaten by something. Someone's gonna want lobster one day, like a shark or something. Hey Ninja, how you doing? Hey Juanita, welcome back. You saw that? Holy shit. That car did a cartwheel. You saw that? I'm not even shuffling aggressively. The car just did a cartwheel. All right. Let me see if the cars are gonna behave. I'm doing good, thanks. All right, let me see, Yvette. I feel like this guy is thinking about you. No. It's not bad, man. The thing is with me, when cards pop out, it don't mean nothing to me. I put them back in and reshuffle. I just don't like. I don't like pop outs. But some people, they read like that, but not me. When a card pops out, I'll look at it and I'll put it back in the deck. It's just because you shuffle and then they get caught up with each other. They fight with each other. All right, so this person, Dion the Aries, I feel like they're also thinking about you and wondering what you're doing. And that's probably why you're thinking about him, and he's probably thinking about you too. I feel like this guy, he's a good person and he's considerate and generous, and I feel like he has like his shit together and stuff, and he's doing good. He's probably had like, I mean, I know you said that he was your middle school crush, but he probably thought that a good one got away. Like he probably been thinking about you, or your name came up, or he was probably talking about school, and then that's why you're probably thinking of him. And you're probably thinking of him as well because it's someone who like you liked at the time, and you probably restrained yourself from dealing with him, or you probably you hid your emotion away from it, or you wish you probably can tell him things that you probably didn't tell him back then. After all, it's only middle school. But I don't think this person is with anybody. He's probably going down the list of people that he used to deal with, or women that he used to like, or whatever. And you probably telepathically, like, thought about each other, and that's why you're probably been thinking about him. And that usually happens, you probably like sitting there reminiscing about people that you could have been with or had a try with but didn't work. So, but I don't think it's a bad thing though. It's a good thing. I don't get any bad energy here. I just think that he's also like you. He's single, searching, and I don't think he's with anybody. And if he is with anybody, it's not going very good. Yeah, I asked, does he think about you? And it says yes. I keep getting yes, he does think about you. But he thinks that, like, you probably don't care about him like that or don't really want to talk to him like that. But he looks at you in a good way. He thinks you're like a good combination for him. He feels like, you guys would be good together, but he kind of thinks that he's living in fantasy world, or he daydreams about it. He might daydream about you, and that's why you guys have that like telepathic connection where, one of you think about each other, kind of connects to each other, because that shit happens. Like, you can be thinking about somebody. I mean, people come on here sometimes and be like, "Oh my God, Mark, I was just thinking about you and you just came live." Shit like that. Or I'll think about somebody and be like, "You know what? I was thinking about you the other day and here you are." So, yeah, that's a shame. But maybe he'll contact you. Maybe he'll find you, you know? Let me check. Yeah, I think he's gonna try and contact you. And that's probably why you're thinking about him, because he wants to contact you. He wants to get your information. I feel like he wants to connect with you. So I got yes that in the next 30 days it's possible that he's gonna contact you or get a hold of you some way. He's gonna find you maybe on social media. But I think he's going through some tough times in his like life and his relationship, or he was in one, or he might have like dealt with one. So maybe he's gonna want to contact you. So don't be surprised if he contacts you in the next 30 days. He might find you on social media. So that's why you've been thinking of. That's what I got. And the thing is, sometimes you can't find people on social media because they got these weird ass names. Like a lot of women here in Bermuda, their name is Michelle, and they have Michelle Marie, and that's not even their name. Or they'll have Jody Lee Marie or Margaret Marie. Everything is something Marie. Like, that's not even your name. So you be looking at it it's like, who the hell is this? Like I find a lot of girls here in Bermuda do that dumb shit. Well, they'll say Bermuda girl 24. And you're like, who the hell is this? And you look at their picture and be like, oh, this is Jane Doe. Some people, that's what people do, say you don't know who they are or where they are or what their names are. Okay, so that makes sense then. So he's going through some bullshit right now. So yeah, he has a son. Yeah, yeah. So I'm getting that he's going through some difficult times, probably with the mother of the child or something like that. But I feel like he'll contact you or find you or connect with you in the next 30 days or so. So that's probably why you're thinking about him, because he probably wants somebody, a childhood friend like you to talk to. It happens. So that's probably why you're getting those downloads. It happens to me in my dreams. I always dream of people that I haven't seen in years. And I'll be like, why the hell would I dream about them for? I don't even speak to that person anymore. I'll wake up like, yeah, okay. They're probably thinking about me or something, I guess. It happens. It happens. So yeah, you might hear from them soon. You just might hear from them soon. Yeah, you're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Hopefully he does, and hopefully you guys can can connect and talk. I'm getting positive things. So the only negative thing I see is on his end, dealing with shit. But I feel like he'll try and communicate with you or get communication some way, somehow. I think he might be on social media, but not under the name you think. Who knows? He might be called Military Man or something like that, or whatever. Cooking dude. That's the thing that sucks about social media is some people don't use their real name, so you can't find them, and they do it on purpose so you can't find them. And if they want to find you, they're gonna find you. You'd be like, who the hell is this person? Bang, there you go. Yeah, yes, he popped up in a dream, and I'm sure everybody's gonna have dreams this week because the full moon is in 2 days. So leading up to the full moon, which is today, tomorrow, and then after the full moon, like 3 days after it, people still have like weird ass dreams and shit. Yeah, exactly. You must have had a brand new page. 'Cause I feel like everybody's on social media in some way, but they just don't put their real name. You know? It's like me. I have two Instagram accounts. I have Marky Mark Stero, and I have my original account, right? My for all my like friends here in Bermuda. But I'm sure they see my Marky Mark's Tarot account and they probably look at it and be like, what the fuck? Mark's a psychic? What the fuck is this? But they won't confront me then. They probably think somebody's probably trying to be like me or something. I don't know. I don't really care. Like they ain't coming to me for no reading, so it's all good. And they don't bother me anyway. But when I went on TikTok last year, I was pretty active on there. And then a few people saw me in the store and they were like, I didn't know you were a psychic. I saw your channel on TikTok. I'm like, oh fuck. But they wouldn't say, yeah, I need a reading. They don't want me to know about their lives because everybody knows everybody here. So they're like, yeah, Mark ain't no damn psychic. I never knew that shit about him. So it's pretty funny. Like when people find out here, they're like, yeah, whatever. And I don't really want to deal with people here anyway because they'll find out where I live and they'll be knocking on my door and shit. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, Mark. Mark, I need you to pull cards right now. My woman left me. Or hey, Mark, look, this bitch is cheating on me. I want you to find out who, when, where, how many times, where they. Tarot cards don't do all that shit, bro. Oh, but you said you could see spirits. So send one of these mofo spirits. Send one of the cop spirits to go find out. Bro, it don't work that way. But how does it work? How could you find out? Look, man, I'll give you money. Come on, man, do a reading for me right now. Oh shit, that's the King of Cups. What is that? Oh yeah, he looks just like that guy. I'll be getting some I'll be getting random people coming up to me or like people that know me and be like, teach me what does that mean? Oh shit. The death card, oh shit, someone's gonna die? No, man, it doesn't mean that. Oh shit, what's all these swords? Oh fuck no, man. Tell the guy, man, I don't want him to stab me. I'm like, look, bro, I ain't doing no readings for you people. You guys are clueless. I'm actually so glad people here don't get readings from me because they're a little whack, And I don't want nobody to come around me. I don't like to do face to face, like, right here in my home. I don't want that. So I don't want your dirty ass energy in my house. And I don't want you to be like, using my bathroom and looking around, going through my hat collection, putting them on your dirty ass hair, and looking at all my shit. And like, I don't want that. Have my dog barking and shit. Just leave me alone. Call me on my phone or talk to me online. You ain't coming to my house to bother me. You ain't leaving no damn spirits behind either. So yeah, I'm trying to avoid like dealing with that. So far, so good. Oh, Anita, would you like a message? If anybody wants a message, let me know. If not, I'm gonna like talk your ears off. Yeah, dang. Like I don't mind doing readings for people here if we do like video chat. But I don't want them in my home. I don't want them in my apartment. No, no. I'm not gonna sit down with you and you know and sit there and do the cards, and you're gonna aggravate me and pick up my card and shit. I used to deal with a guy like that. I used to read from my friend, and he used to pick up the card and look at the card, and I'm like, look, don't touch my shit. I don't want you to touch my cards because I don't want nobody's energy on these cards except my own. He was like, I just want to look at it. I'm like, look, you can look at it, just look with your eyes, not with your hands. He used to piss me off. I'm like, look, don't touch my shit, please. Or else I'm not gonna read for you no more. I don't like people touching my shit. These cards belong to me. Today Venus is in Capricorn, yeah. Yes. That's a good thing though. It's a good thing. Sure, I'll give you a message. Oh yeah, it's only 65,000 people, and everybody like pretty much knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Believe me, I'm not joking. I know I joke around a lot, but I'm not joking when I say that. Like people know, man. The thing is, people know me. See, they know me because I used to be like a very popular DJ here, so everybody knows me. Like everybody, except you're like, if you're like 20 years old, you won't know me unless your dad knows me and your mom knows me. You be like, oh, that's that DJ guy you said, huh? Oh yeah, cool. See, I was very popular back then. 20 years ago, I was the guy. Like I was the, number one DJ at one point. So now they're like, oh, so what? You're a psychic now? You stop playing music and now you want to play with cards? This is bullshit. They probably wouldn't take me serious, but I don't care. That's cool with me. I don't want them to come and like be around me like that. And see, if I read for somebody that I know, and you're telling me, oh, you know so and so, that's who I'm talking about. I'm like, oh, okay, but isn't she with so and so? Yeah, she was, but I've been fucking her for the past year, like But I want to know if things are gonna get better between me and her. I'm fucking this girl right now. I'll be like, I can't read for you because I know you and I know who you're fucking, and I know your mom, I know your daddy, I know this and I that, and spirit will be here like, Mark, guess what? You think this is crazy? Guess what happened with her brother and his brother? That's just gonna be too difficult. So yeah, I'd rather not get myself involved with people here. But I do read for some people here though. I have read for some people, but decent people, like not idiots. No, I don't want to read for them. That's that. There's the people that like I don't really want to read for. Like I read for my cousin, and I told him that he was gonna get a divorce, and he was gonna end up. That woman's not the right person for him, and like I told him, I said I don't think it's cheating. I just think that you're gonna get fed up, and he's getting a divorce. And I told him that like 2 years ago, because he knew like I spoke to his I spoke to his uncle and his grandfather in spirit, and I described him, and he looked at me like, I didn't know you knew how to do all that shit. What the fuck? And he goes, man, you're giving me goosebumps. My cousin was all fucked up. And he never came back to me for a reading. He was like, this guy is crazy. But he did confirm with me like about 3 weeks ago that he got a divorce finally. And I shook his hand and told him, it's a great thing. He got rid of a dumbass woman. So you're good. But he don't come to me for no readings no more. But he did at first to find out about his wife, to see if she would get a job, and she did. And then she ruined it, like I told him. But yeah, I don't want to deal with nobody here. I like you guys. You're civilized and you're better. I asked you if you wanted another card. I asked you if you wanted the rebel card, and you never responded. See? Juanita, you got this card. It's called Details and Details. It's got a lot of books. But this card came out reverse, and it's number 43. So let's find out what it means. It says the most powerful patterns are created within the tiniest details. So pay attention. It says, heed the gentle warning that perfectionism will not lead you to what you need, what you desire, but instead will steer you away from it. Nothing will be good enough when you become obsessed with being perfect. No one can even measure up to your scrutiny, and nothing that you can ever do will assuage that general feeling of not being up to par. You're perfect already, just as you are. This reverse details card challenges you to accept things the way they are in all their imperfections, to step into the world and engage it without any expectations. You are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. So this is telling you, like, check all the details, pay attention to paperwork, pay attention to what people are saying, what people are doing. Don't try and like make yourself better, because you're already good enough. You're perfect just the way you are. You don't have to like change anything to anything that you're doing. So like, don't be obsessed with being perfect, because we're not. And don't be hard on yourself if you feel like you're not perfect. But this is just pretty much saying like the tiniest details you're going to have to look at, not the overall big picture. That's interesting. Like if you look at the card, right? I have some folks trying to make me feel like I was less than I truly, but I don't bow down to that. Yeah, exactly. So that could say like, people are trying to make you feel like you're not perfect, so don't act like it. But people are just trying to put that in your mind. But if you look at this card, right? It's upright. It's got the magnifying glass looking at the book, and upside down you can't see what it says, right? Well, upright you can't see what it says, but you got it in reverse. So what does that say right there? Clarity. So in the reverse mode, it's telling you look deeply and you'll find the clarity you need. I swear, thank God I got glasses and I can see. Oh, I got too many stories. I got so many stories, it's unreal. I could write a book on all the stories and bullshit I've been through in my life. But yeah, Juanita, that does make sense. So if you have some folks trying to make you feel like, you know, that's just spirit basically telling you like, fuck those people. You're just perfect the way you are. And I believe that you are anyway, because I know you and I know you're perfect just the way you are. And we've had that conversation already about how people are going to be jealous because of what you have. So when you have what people want and you are what people want to be, then you're always going to have people come to you and say, "Oh, you think you're this," and and the reason they're saying that is because they're just haters. They're just jealous because you have what they don't. And even if they have more, they still don't want you to level up to their level because they look at you as a threat. These are all facts. People are like that, man. People are just fucking idiots. But I wouldn't worry about it. You are perfect the way you are. Take it from Marky. You are fucking. I tell people all the time, I'm perfect the way I am too. You just hating. Don't hate on me. I ain't done nothing wrong to you. Exactly. Yeah. Let them hate. Let them keep drinking that haterade. All right, Jessica. Well, this is perfect for you, Jessica. You're welcome, Anita. Anytime, sweetheart. Thank you too. What Jessica, your card says, don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. There you go, Jessica. That's perfect for you. See? Because you're always in your damn head because you're an Aquarius. This is saying don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. Okay? So don't overthink. Don't overthink. Let it go. Hey, Juanita. You know what? Do you dress differently every day? Like, do you have a different outfit every day? Like, when you go to work, do you wear like a different outfit? Like, you don't have a uniform, right? So you wear like a different outfit every day. I got spirit talking shit to me right now about you. Not like in a bad way, but in a good way. I'm trying to see if they're telling me what you're doing. You know what spirit said to me? Spirit's here and they say to me. Spirit says that there's some people really jealous of you because of the way you dress. Like you got a different like style every day, a different way, a different dress, a different outfit. Like they never see you wear like the same shit, and if you do, like you switch it up, or you're always looking like fresh and different. Like so, they're like spirit saying they're really hating on you because it's like how the fuck this woman got all this damn like outfits and clothes, and why they always looking good? Like this bitch never looks bad. Like one day she's got this, one day she's got that. So that's why like people's hating on you because they said there's someone hating on you because of the way you look. I got spirit talking to me about that. They're like, you know why they don't like Juanita? Cause she's fly. She's got some good clothes and got good jewelry and always looking nice and got a different outfit every day. She never looks the same. And even if she wears the same shirt or the same thing, she wears it with something else to switch it up. So this person's analyzing you. He said someone's analyzing you at work or like just around you. They're analyzing like how they look you up and down. They're like, look at this bitch, she's wearing some new shit again. Where the fuck she get this money? Or how the fuck she get this clothes? Or she's wearing this or she's wearing that. So if you're wearing like quality shit, it's even worse. Cause like they're gonna be like, where the fuck this woman get this Louis V? You know? So yeah, spirit's telling me. I can't see the spirit, but I can hear him. Like, Mark, you know why they hate on Juanita? She be looking good. These fucking people. I'm telling you, people do the same shit to me. People eye me up all day. I went to the grocery store and I had this tracksuit on, right? I have my whole tracksuit's great like this, right? And I always match and shit. I always got nice kicks on and shit. I always like to look good. Exactly. But there's a lot of people who like to dress good and it's just the way they are. So leave us alone. Who fucking cares if we have nice clothes on? Go get nice clothes too if it bothers you. If you can't afford it, then fucking get 3 jobs. Fuck's your problem? I had guys eyeing me up the other day. I had on like brand new sneakers, brand new clothes, my chain, all that shit. And I came out the grocery store with like 2 or 3 bags of groceries. And guys are like, yo, what's up, cuz? Yeah, you good, bro? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we're good. Yeah, I like your hat, bro. I'm like, yeah, I know you do. Yeah. And then they're looking at me up and down like that, saying, who the fuck this guy? Who the fuck is this? Who does he think he is coming around to the grocery store looking like a gangster? And I don't care what people think. I don't give a fuck. I'm letting my haters hate. It's cool. I encourage everybody to look the way they want to. Who cares what people think? But sometimes it's our age. See, they're like, "Oh, you're still wearing that at your age?" I'm like, I didn't know clothes had an age. I tell people there's people older than me wearing fitted caps and Nikes and Adidas and those chains and shit. Fuck you think everything's got an age? Shit don't have no age. You can wear what you want. I saw this old granny lady. She was probably like 7 years old with some yoga pants. She was stroking down the road today like this. And then when I saw the front of her, I was like, oh fuck, that's a granny. I said, oh damn, Granny's got her yoga tight fucking spandex pants on going down the road. Her skinny little ass going down the road. I said, you go, Granny. You go, girl. Don't let these fucking people tell you can't wear that shit. Hey, go for it. There's a lot of older people that look really good and they dress good and they're like, yeah, fuck you. I don't care what you think. I, I come home and work my side gig, so I deserve it. Yeah. Which of course I don't know it. I don't know it. That's must be a name brand. Yeah, I know people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, people are gonna steal and hate. People always try and do that shit, man. That's why I'm so glad my dog's living with me. Because if she hears anything, she will alert me. But nobody really comes around here. We got like pure security cameras and everything. So plus God's got me anyway. Man, I've given away so much of my clothes and so much of my shit to my nephews and to my friends. Anybody who needs anything, I'm like a fucking Salvation Army over here, man. I give pure shit. Oh, Michael Kors. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah. See, I don't really wear Gucci and Prada and all that. I don't wear that shit. I ain't spending. I wear Adidas and Nike, Champion. I don't really wear like name brand stuff. I just wear like, regular shit. And Adidas and Nike ain't cheap. It ain't cheap, that's for sure. I wish it was. But an Adidas and Nike tracksuit like this costs a lot of money. Fuck. It's not like Gucci and all that shit, Louis Vuitton, but what's it, I don't really care for all that stuff. I ain't spending the $500 on their damn t-shirt and $200 on a belt just because it says Louis Vuitton or Gucci. I don't give a fuck about that. I want shit I'm comfortable in. I like sports stuff. And even like these hats. These hats are like average $30 to $50 a hat. So some of them are cheaper, some of them are more. So they're eyeing you up. Even like women are always hating on other women anyway. But guys are always hating on guys too. Yeah, Adidas ain't fucking cheap. I got all Adidas and Nike shit. 90% of all my clothes is Adidas and Nike. And these fitted caps ain't no cheap shit. You know? I don't wear cheap shit. But I can afford good shit because I work hard for it. And I was deprived of getting shit when I was younger. You know, I just started getting good clothes and because I have my own business and I worked hard for it. The past 10 years, I've had good clothes and good stuff. I got a shitload of clothes and hats and sneakers now because I worked hard for it. So I go and get it. And sometimes people gift me stuff. So, you know, I ain't worried about what people are thinking of me. Every time I go to the grocery store in an outfit, people are always eyeing me up. Sometimes people comment. The other day I was wearing a red outfit and I had this red, white, and blue Adidas sneakers. And I matched everything. And this woman said, "Oh, I really like your swag. I really like your outfit. You really match good. I never seen those sneakers before." And this girl was like probably 30 years old or whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, I haven't worn these sneakers forever, but I'm had them forever." And she goes, "Yeah, you look really nice." I said, "Thank you. I appreciate that." She goes, "Okay, cool." I'm like, "Yep." She was like the cashier. She was eyeing me up, talking about my outfit. I'm like, "Okay, thanks, sweetheart. I appreciate it." I admire other people's stuff too. I'm like, "Fuck, those kicks look good," or that shirt's nice. Oh, I've never seen that before. Oh, like fuck, I like that hat. But I'm not hating on it. I'll be like, "Yeah, that looks nice." I like people who dress good. I like people who look nice. I don't hate on you. I like if I like your outfit, I'll tell you I like your outfit. If I think you're fine, I'm gonna tell you you're fine. Even if I like a guy's like outfit, I'll be like, "Fuck, that tracksuit looks good, bro. Where you get that shit too?" Oh yeah, where you get that fitted? Where you get them sneakers? I ain't hating. I don't hate on nobody. I don't care. People do whatever they want. But yeah, we need a spirit. Spirit was telling me that that's why they've been hating on you, which is normal, sweetheart. Who cares? Fuck 'em. Yeah, Jessica, people hate on the stupidest things in the world. It never makes any sense to me. But people are people. We can't change what people think and what people do and what people say. You just gotta like let it. You can't let it bother you because people are always gonna say and do stupid shit that we're not gonna like. Or because they're not like us doesn't mean that they get a pass. It's just that people are gonna do and say shit to aggravate you. I don't care. I dress good on purpose just to aggravate people who are jealous. Wait till they see me next week. I got all my shit lined up for next week too. I went into my closet. I went into because it's been pretty cold here lately. So I've been needing my hoodies and my tracksuits because I don't really wear this type of clothes on a regular basis unless it's really cold. And it's been pretty cold here. And cold to us isn't really cold to you guys. It's been in like the 50s here, so that's cold for us. We're not used to like 50-degree shit. So I had to go dig up all my winter clothes. And I'm like, oh shit, I forgot I had this. Oh shit, I could wear this next week. Oh shit, I haven't worn this forever. I went and washed all the stuff that I had in my closet. I organized everything, folded all my stuff, and have it all there ready to go for next week. I was like, yeah, I don't have to wear this shit no more. I'm gonna put this away and I'm gonna wear this. I forgot about this and I forgot about that. That's all I said all day today. I said I gotta get some more, get all my older outfits and my older hoodies that I have in here I haven't used forever. So yeah, it's nice to have variety because some people like me, and I know a lot of people are like me, where when we were younger, you couldn't afford that shit. Our parents weren't buying no Adidas and Nike shit. Are you fucking crazy? My mom be like, you better get them Payless fucking sneakers. Yeah, $30 boys over there. Boy, you ain't got no new sneakers until those bitches don't work no more. Adidas shirt, no way, I'm not paying no $30 for this shit. I remember there was a place here that sold Adidas and Nike stuff and like soccer jerseys and all that. My mom be like, I ain't paying no $60 for that damn shirt. For $60, I can get you all these regular bullshit shirts. No, no, you want those? You go pay for it. I'm like, fuck, man. I want this shit. A lot of my friends, even my friends, they didn't have no Adidas and Nike shit. No way. You be lucky. And if somebody had it, they was gonna get slapped and robbed or stolen. But yeah, thrift shop, we had a lot of this. We still do. Yeah, man. I grew up, I didn't have none of that shit. My mom had 4 kids, 2 girls, 2 boys. We wore each other's shit. Well, I didn't wear my sister's shit, you know what I mean? Like my brother was 9 years older than me, so all his old clothes went to me. And all my sister's old clothes went to my other sister. We wore each other's shit for years. That's how it works. When I got old enough, I was wearing my brother's stuff. Old ass shirts and old ass shoes and all sorts of shit that don't fit him no more. Yeah, bullshit. Yeah. I was like, fuck, man, this is bullshit. I gotta wear my brother's shit out. Never get no new shit. That's why I tell people, like, don't come in there and judging me because I'm got all this shit now. I never had this shit before. And I worked hard for it. This shit weren't given to me. Think people fucking give me all this shit I got? I work hard for this shit. Fuck you. Come on there and judging me. So yeah, Juanita, I feel you. You know, don't worry about these people. Fuck them. Let them hate on you. Because back in the day, we didn't have that shit. Now we do because we worked hard for it. So don't worry about them. Spirit said, keep making them fucking jealous. The hell with them. I agree. Damn right. Look, I got a 16-year-old car. My car went 16 years old this month. And it's in great shape. I keep it up. I get it tuned up every day. I spent like 2 grand on it last year on getting body work done, get it sprayed up and shit. New tires. Everything's running nice. I use it every day. And I have enough money to buy a brand new car. But I don't want to buy another car. I love my car. And I'm gonna run it until it can't be run no more. See, I'm not the type of person, oh yeah, it's old, I'm gonna go get a new one, or I can afford a new car, I'm gonna go get it. Hell no. I love Betsy. She's gonna be all right. I call my car Betsy. She's old, but she works and she's good. It's still got AC. It's still got heat. It still runs. It's still powerful. There's no rust. And you know, it just got passed for another inspection for another year. Hell yeah, I'm gonna keep it until it dies. And then, yeah, I haven't had any trouble, like a lot of trouble with it. I've only changed the gearbox in 2 years ago, which is normal. I change all the belts. I got it tuned up. Change the oil every year, all that shit. Make sure whatever it needs, I give it. I don't want to get a new car, and I don't need one. But some people would be like, "Oh, why you don't get a new car?" I said, "I ain't getting no fucking new car. This car is fine. This shit takes me from A to B. I don't want a new car. I love my car. It ain't going nowhere. Hell no." I see people would be like, "Yeah, this guy, you know, you got all these nice Adidas, Nike shit, and hats and all that, and sneakers, you know. But why you don't get a new car?" Because I don't want one. I love my damn car. Yeah, keep Betsy. You're damn right. I love Betsy. She's nice. My car don't look 16 years old. See, because I keep up. The mechanics down at the place I take it to, there's a guy who owns the place. He says, if you ever want to sell it, let me know. I'll buy it from him. And I'm like, no, bro. He goes, oh, even when you're ready to give it up for parts, we'll take it. I said, all right, I'll keep you guys in mind, but it ain't going nowhere. I love my car. The reason why I don't want a new car because the type of work I do, I'm always taking like trash and debris, and I'm taking pipes and electrical shit. And you know, I don't want to scratch up. I don't want to get a new car and be scratching it all up and trying to keep it all new and shit like I did with that one. This one's older and the inside is like, you know, all beat up already. So like I'm gonna, as long as I do this type of work, I'm always gonna like keep that car. So when I got a new car, I don't want to be doing no crazy ass work no more. My last car was 20 years old, and this car is 16. I take good care of my shit. I make sure I treat my car good and all everything. Every vehicle I've had and every motorcycle I've had has always been in good condition. 'Cause I take care of it. My clothes, my hats, my apartment, everything. I take care of all my shit. I'm not a wasteful motherfucker. I came from shit. I came from nothing. So I take pride in everything I earn. I make sure I keep everything looking nice. That's what I'm talking about. So Benita, you and I, we can say, kiss my ass, haters. We work for what we have. We came from nothing. And now that we got something, don't be hating. Be appreciating. Jessica, don't worry about getting hated on. Tell them kiss your ass. The hell with all these haters. You don't need them. All right, I've been on here for like almost 3 hours. It's already midnight here. I'm gonna get my ass to bed. I'm had enough shit talking for tonight. I always enjoy myself on here, talking to everybody, having fun, listening to spirit in my ear, talking shit. Well, let tomorrow be another day for the haters to hate on us. Keep strutting your stuff. Keep making them look, you know, like idiots. Yeah, kiss my ass. I make them all kiss my ass every day. Welcome. Tomorrow I'm got another outfit for him and a fitted cap and some new sneakers. Welcome. I go pick up my nephews every day now, right? So I always come all dressed up just in case I see a little hottie or something, you know? And I'll go to the store. Everybody must be like, this guy's got an outfit for every day of the fucking week. I'm like, yeah, damn right. And I'm gonna use it every day. I bought it, so I might as well use it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Absolutely. Get in line. All right, you lovely ladies. I will see you all tomorrow and enjoy your rest of your night and enjoy your day tomorrow. Enjoy your week. let's keep making the haters hate on us, and you know, keep them informed of all our greatness, and you know, let them kiss our ass, basically. All right, love you guys, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.